Hey everybody, it's Eddie J on Crypto for GrowMyBag.tv. Hope you're having a good one. Wow, just when you thought that, it was going to be a nice, easy Monday, nothing much is going to happen, weren't we wrong? So let's start off with Bitcoin miners dumping about $8.5 billion worth of Bitcoin over the past 48 hours. You were wondering why it dipped a little bit? That's why it dipped a little bit. Will it recover? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it'll recover. That's not going to happen all the time. You know what I mean? So like I keep saying, there's downward pressure coming at different points that keep it down to a certain level. And then that pressure, that upward pressure can't hold it, can't, be held there and then just pops off. I think there's going to come a point where you're going to see a lot of positive things come out, and that's going to be a driving force to making even more people get in. And I think this is what we're really going to see. Yes, the Ethereum spot ETFs and the Bitcoin spot ETFs doing well, especially Bitcoin, obviously. But I think that more people are going to start buying Bitcoin directly. And I don't think anybody's thought about that, is the plateau is going to happen where Bitcoin ETFs make money. And then after a while, you're going to start to see people just become more educated. Why buy an ETF? Just go buy Bitcoin. So they will pull out of the ETFs at some point and wind up buying it directly. And the ETFs will be forced to sell. They'll be forced to sell. So it's going to be interesting to see when that happens, when that comes. Is it going to come this year? Definitely not. Is it going to come next year? Probably not. The year after that? Maybe. The year after that? Possibly. Why is that? Again, people are becoming more and more and more educated about crypto. And where are they going to start? They're going to start with Bitcoin. They're going to understand that they can buy Bitcoin themselves. They can go open up a Coinbase account, a Gemini account, a Kraken account, a blah, 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 blah account. Yes, it is still, a custodial account, but it's more direct because they can control, what's there. Then they'll learn about non-custodial wallets. Once they learn about non-custodial wallets, and once they see how things work, that's when you're going to start to see mass movement from ETFs over to non-custodial wallets. Even if it's through custodial wallets, they'll make that jump. First, I'm going to pull out my money. You'll have to sell Bitcoin. I will go create an account, buy my own Bitcoin. Then I'll move it into a non-custodial wallet. Just saying, you can see it coming. You can see it coming. And you have to realize that when that starts to happen, you're going to see that downside push down and then see the upside push back up. Just saying, there are things that we can do, the things that we can pay attention to that can affect our bags on a global scale. Like I said, pay attention to more and more people understanding how Bitcoin and how crypto works and why getting involved in an ETF makes zero sense. Once you have that knowledge, it makes zero sense. Anywho, what else is there? You see a decline in Telegram-based crypto games. Why is that? Usage is just down. It's just down. And, one of the reasons why I think it's down, it's Christmas season. It's holiday season, rather. So when I think about, Christmas and the rest of the holidays, people are busy buying gifts, busy running around doing stuff. They don't necessarily have the available time to do this kind of stuff, sit there and play games. So it's like, it's not that they're not playing, it's just that they're not playing at the volume at which they had played before. Let Christmas get by. Let the rest of the holidays get by. I think you'll see that number start to pop up. Why is that? Because you're going to have to pay for those gifts. And that's going to be expensive. And people are going to be like, oh, God, I got to pay the bill now. Yeah, that's what we're going to see. That's what I think we're going to see. Economic data this week. What are we seeing in terms of economic data this week? We're going to get the consumer price index. We're going to get the producer price index. And we're going to get jobless claims. Those are three huge numbers to get this week. Is that going to stop a 25 basis point drop or decrease? I don't think so. I think the 25 basis point, decrease is going to happen. That puts the Fed at 1% for the whole year. That makes them hit their number, and then next year starts the pause. Why do you have to pause? Because there's no reason to continue dropping the rates, except maybe they get to pay less. But there's no reason. So they're going to pause. There's no way in the world you're going to get it. We would have to see some serious economic data come out to make the Fed not pause in January. Just saying. When I look at it, I'm kind of like, huh. Now, is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? So here's the real deal. When the Fed pauses, so the Fed's going to drop the rate, is any of that going to trickle down, right? Or are banks going to maintain their current rates and leave it? You know what I mean? Like, so are they going to pass it down to mortgage people that are actually getting loans? I don't think those rates are going to change all that much, right? They haven't yet. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But the economy is like mad strong. And people running around saying, oh, the economy is bad. The economy is bad. It's like, are you serious? Are you lying to yourself? And you're lying to yourself. So why? Why are you lying to yourself? Wait until the new policies hit. And that's when everybody starts to think about, oh, we made the wrong decision. That's going to be, like I said, the new regime is introducing things that are contradictory. Some things are really good. Some things are really bad and go against what's really good. And we're not going to know until the final policies and actions are done. But I'm expecting a lot of different things, good and bad. So I'm sitting back and I'm trying to make a list of what I think is good and bad. Or what I think are good and bad. Sorry about that, bad English. Right? So there's a lot coming that we should be paying attention to. A lot that, if you think of your brain as a risk analytics engine, you're going to start making those little points and you start putting numbers on them. And then you'll start to make the moves that you think are best for your portfolios, for your bags. But pay attention. At the very least, do your own research. Don't forget the GMB3. Do your own research. Know your entries and exits. And invest deliberately. Don't FOMO in and then FUD out. I'm just saying, fear of missing out is going to make you buy things that maybe you shouldn't have bought. Fear, uncertainty, and doubt will make you sell things that you probably shouldn't have sold. So don't FOMO in and don't FUD out. Just saying. What else do we have? Pepe. Wow. I mentioned this last week. I was like, are you guys watching Pepe? Well, Pepe just hit $11.37 billion. Pepe also just bunny hopped Litecoin and Uniswap. Now, I don't care what you say. Uniswap and Litecoin are pretty strong projects. Pretty strong. That's not a small feat. Not a small feat at all. 11.37 billion? You haven't heard jack about Pepe. You haven't heard anything. Nothing's going on with Pepe. Just quietly moving up the charts. La 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 la. What? I'm just sitting there and just kind of, we'll look at the numbers in a little bit, but that to me was mad interesting. The other day I happened to look at my wallet and I looked down and I go, those numbers must be wrong. I was looking at my Pepe bag and I was like, those numbers must be wrong. I had to go online, look at the numbers and go, holy smokes. I've more than doubled my money. Just by sitting there, letting it sit there, do nothing. Don't FOMO in, don't FUD out. Just saying, invest deliberately. Invest deliberately. Go back to my older videos. I was sitting there saying, like, I really don't want to do meme coins, but if I do a meme coin, and then I said, yep, I wound up doing Pepe, and I told everybody, these are the coins that I purchased, yada, yada, yada. Was Pepe the biggest bag? No, Pepe wasn't the biggest bag, but Pepe was one of the biggest bags that I put in, and I doubled my money with Pepe. Out of nowhere, Pepe's just making noise. Okay. Told you. But on the flip side, like everybody's a rock star when the market's going up. Everybody's a rock star when the market's going up. On the flip side, I'm going to sell Solana and I'll sell my meme coins first. So it'll be Solana, the meme coins, then I'll look at the rest of my bags and see where can I put my money where I'm still going to earn interest. Ta-da! Where can I put my assets where I can still earn interest? So I'll be looking at certain stable coins. I'll be looking, and I don't want to put my money into stable coins that are controlled by governments. Whew, that might be a bad idea. But I'll be looking at stable coins. I'll be looking at PaxG. But on the upside, everybody's smart as a whip. On the downside, I don't know what to do. Yeah, no, I know what to do. Know your entries and know your exits. Isn't that what I said? The GMB3 is a powerful thing. Put it to use. Do your own research, know your entries and exits, and invest deliberately. And don't think of investment as just putting money in. Investment is also knowing when to take money out and how much money to take out. The GMB3 is a very big deal, and you really should be paying attention to it. What else do we have? We have Cardano. Ooh. Cardano's price took a little bit of a dip. Want to know why? Their Twitter account got hacked. Call it X if you want to, fine. Your X account got hacked. Cardano didn't. Cardano's doing very well. Oof, love me some Cardano. But their X account got hacked. What does that mean? X got hacked. Every time we say that somebody's account got hacked, X has a security problem. Period. X has a security problem. Let's wake up to that fact. Let's wake up to that fact, because you can't tell me that so many people who've had their accounts hacked, they know nothing about security. Something is funny with X's security, and I have a problem with that. And I think that a lot of companies and a lot of people should start rethinking their usage of X. All right, I don't have anything against the people that work at X or anything like that. I do have an issue with management. I mean, it just seems like every time we turn around, there's another hack. And it's just, how are so many accounts getting hacked? What's the one common thread with all of those accounts? They're all on X. When was the last time you heard about an Instagram account getting hacked? A Facebook account getting hacked? Like major accounts. When was the last time? LinkedIn? When was the last time? Blue Sky? When was the last time? And I want you to really stop and think about this. TikTok could be gone in a very short while. TikTok be bye-bye. Then what? Then what happens? Who picks up? Who wins there? TikTok people are not going to X. I don't think so. I think they're going over to Instagram. They're going over to Blue Sky. Blue Sky's picked up tons of people. Grow My Bag is on Blue Sky too. And pretty soon we'll be fully integrated. Won't be hard. We're already running tests. So that means you'll be able to get, things going out on Blue Sky, on Instagram, on YouTube, on LinkedIn, on Facebook. Just cool. I don't care where you are. I just want to give you the information that you need to be able to make smart decisions. So we'll reach out to wherever it is we need to reach out to. We'll figure it out. We'll get there. We'll get it done. Right? Then you have Ripple praising, not Ripple, but Brad Garlinghouse praising, ETFs. And I had spoke to you about that whole ETF thing. That interview yesterday, I was hoping it wouldn't go in that direction because I think that's time wasted. Right? We all know what happened. They took, a couple of companies got together, dumped a whole bunch of money onto crypto positive candidates, both Republican and Democrat. So let's get that straight. But that's not the real story to me. That's not the story. I think it should have been an opportunity for Brad Garlinghouse to say, let's move away from the politics of this for a minute. We can talk about that, not a problem. But let's discuss what really is a big deal. And what is that? It's the fact that crypto is here and more people need to be educated. That's the deal, right? That's what I'm looking at. If we can get to that, awesome. Now, why did that happen? Oh, it's because we've been asking, as an industry, we've been asking for guardrails. It's not that we want to be the wild, wild west. We don't want to be the wild, wild west. We want regulation. We want pragmatic regulation. We want thoughtful regulation. We don't want, oh, let's just take that old stuff and slap it on there. That doesn't work. Doesn't work. Only an idiot would think that, these things from a bazillion years ago are going to be able to be applied to things that are happening now in the way that in the way that finances are being done. You didn't have DeFi back then. You didn't have these technologies back then. That's a lazy person's way out. Oh, it applies. It applies. Well, no. It means you're lazy and you didn't want to think about it. You didn't want to take the time to really think about it. What's always been the problem? The movement of money, the speed at which money moves around the world. That's always been the problem. And there are companies out there that solve the problem and nobody wanted to pay attention to them. And all of a sudden you have what? Tens of millions of people in the United States holding digital assets? Just think about that. There comes a point when you just really need to stop and say, we didn't do our job. And that's what Brad Garlinghouse got out there and did. And the truth is, if you were really looking at it, why did that happen? If Gary Gensler wasn't such a piece of work, you would not have this regime coming in. No joke. No joke. You reelected Elizabeth Warren. She was a part of that. She was a part of that whole thing. Jared Brown, he lost his job because he was a part of that. Because they didn't want to stop to take a look at what are the possibilities, both good and bad. They just said, no, we don't like it. Who are they? Old folks that don't want to listen. How about you start and you know what really gets me? It's not about being old. It's about not wanting to listen. That's what it is. It's not about being old. It's about not wanting to listen, not wanting to learn. That's why Fair Shake came to be. If Gary Gensler didn't go out and start 120 lawsuits against the industry, yeah, that's the number, 120 lawsuits. If he didn't start 120 lawsuits against the industry, you wouldn't have had Fair Shake. None of those candidates would have had that kind of money behind them. Democrat and Republican. It wouldn't have been a big talking point. That burgeoning industry would have just gone on, da la 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 la, da 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 da. What Gary Gensler should have done was not lie. To me, I think he lied. What did he lie about? Oh, it's easy to register with us. It's easy to understand what to do. Nah. There's a saying, 50,000 Frenchmen can't be wrong. And there are a lot of companies out there and a lot of independent people just trying to do research, like Mark Cuban, just trying to see, well, is it easy? No, it's not. Can we pick up the phone and go, hey, guys, we're trying to do this thing. Can you come speak with us? Can you come as a group? Can you? Nope. I'm going to take you to court instead. Ha! Gotcha. What kind of crap is that? So, yeah. What do we have right now? So we have a new regime coming in. And no matter which side of the coin you're sitting on, you're looking at the other regime as kind of like, that's not what I wanted. Now, what are the positives that I see? There are a lot of positives that could come out of this new regime. The thing that bothers me is that there are contradictions to what they say they want to do that I don't think they understand from an economic perspective. So I think that's going to be a big deal. I think that's going to be a very big deal. You want to know something else that hit me? We just had Michael Saylor speak with the board of directors at Microsoft. So, to kind of say to Microsoft, hey, you should integrate Bitcoin into your business infrastructure, not just from a treasury perspective. And it'll open up almost $5 trillion worth of value to your shareholders. Well, guess what? You have Amazon shareholders saying the same thing. Wow. Just take a step back. Let that, just let that marinate. You're talking about shareholders of what, the world's largest online platform, or at least one of, say, hey, where's Bitcoin? I told you that there would be a massive change, if any large retailer decides to integrate Bitcoin. That's what I'm seeing. If Amazon makes any kind of move in that direction, you're going to see mass adoption. Mass adoption. I'm just saying. Why do you think my hosting platform already accepts crypto? If you host with us, you can already accept crypto and it'll go straight to your wallet. Not from your customer to us to you. No, from your customer to your wallet. Why is that? Because we're already prepared for the future. We're already prepared for the future. So yeah, we're looking at things in a very different light. A very different light. And people should pay attention. Amazon getting involved in crypto, not from a hosting perspective, not from an AWS perspective, but from a financial perspective, huge. Microsoft possibly doing this, huge. Maybe I'll get an increase in my book sales. Right? Crypto Foundations for Building Multi-Generational Wealth on Amazon. Maybe we'll get an increase in book sales because more and more people want to get educated in what the heck is crypto. Just saying, there are big things coming and you should be paying attention. You want to know something else that's big that's coming? Oh, we have the Big Bagger private video conference that's happening Sunday at 1 p.m. We have that conference once a month, and this month's agenda is Proppy Mantra, Peak, IAG, Lace Wallet, Cardano staking, and tokenomics. That meeting is going to be chock full of pearls. And if you want to find out about it, you want to become a big bagger, go to growmybag.com. The link is in the description. Go to growmybag.com/sign-up. Get on it. Get with it. Because we're doing big things to help each other grow our bags. That's what the community is all about. Anyway, this is Eddie. Oh, wait a minute. I'm about to sign off and we haven't even gone through the numbers yet. Let's go do that. Get my notes out of the way. Let's start with the GMB Crypto Tracker top 25 losers. Let's go down the list. Gala's down 11.5%. It's got a GMBX factor of 13.91. They haven't cleaned up their mess yet, so I don't know that they're going anyplace yet. So I'm waiting on that. Moodang down another 11.18%. It's basically brand new. Got listed on Coinbase, got that pop, and then dropped. It's got a GMBX factor of 0.56. It's 36% off its all-time high. Gotius Maximus down 10.56%. Got a GMBX factor of 1.0, and is basically 50% off its all-time high. Think about that. Meme coins pop up and then they drop. That's what happens. We have a meme coin, GMB TV, but guess what? That's not going to be a meme coin for long. We're trying to build utility behind it. That is our community coin. GMB TV is our community coin, and we plan on growing that coin and using it for the community. We want to see events get hosted. We want to see all that. So let's see if we can make that pop, folks. Go over to Jupiter, look up GMB TV, and let's get that popping. Then we have Compound. We were just talking about Compound last week. It's down 10.54%. It's got GMBX factor 7.43. Sorry about that, Ty. Let's see, who else am I paying attention to? Virtuals Protocol down 9.87%. That was one on our list. We've got it at 0.28 as a GMBX factor. Why is that? Well, because it went up and people took profit. That's a profit-taking move. Just saying. I'm paying attention to these things. Curve Dow, that's down 9.83%. It's got GMBX factor of 13.24. Who else is on here? Dogwoof Hat is down 9.77, GMBX factor of 0.44. VeChain down 9.66% of GMBX factor of 3.59. I love VeChain. I love VeChain. I think it's got things. I think it's going to be doing things. You have Theta Network down 9.49. You've got the Graph down 9.53. Respectable GMBX factors, but I don't know. I'd have to take a deeper dive with both of them and see if I would want to get in. Just saying, I would. That would definitely have to be a thing. Like I said, this week, Wednesday, we get the CPI numbers. Thursday, we get the PPI numbers, and where are the jobless claims on Thursday as well. So we should be paying attention to those numbers. Those are huge economic data points. So pay attention to that, folks. Fear and greed index is at 78. We've been riding in extreme greed for a while now. Just saying. I think it's going to pop off. I think that Santa pop, I think that's going to happen this year. $1.48 billion in total value locked, only came down a little bit. So that's not a big deal, but we're still 50 billion off from where we need to be. Okay? What else do we have? Coin 360. The reason why I created the GMB crypto tracker is because when I see something like this, it helps me figure out what I should be putting my money in, because right now I'm salivating off all of the different things I could be putting money in. Pole, HBAR, SHIB, Pepe, Doge, Link, Uniswap, FET, Render. I mean, just look at all these winners. BNB, BCH, XRP, ETH, BTC, Sol, DOT, XLM, ADA, NEAR, Aptos. I mean, just VET. Just look at all of these different things that I could be putting my money in. I don't have an endless supply of money. I wish I did. I really wish I did. I don't. So I've got to understand where I can put my money, where it's going to do the best for me. And there are a lot of things over here that are saying, oh, pick me, pick me, pick me. Just saying. Just saying. And I want you people to pay attention to something. Cardano just sitting there saying, yeah, we're not going under $1. We're not going under $1. We might be hard pressed to see Cardano bounce below $1. That would be nuts. So I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think that's going to happen at all. Like I said, if you're looking at Bitcoin, you can zoom in and you can see, yeah, we've seen that money. This was the flash crash, but you can see money leave. Right? Why did we see that leave? Well, we saw it leave because Bitcoin miners dropped $8.5 billion worth of Bitcoin to grow. Look at Marathon Digital. Marathon Digital just bought a wind farm. Why? They're planning for growth. They're planning for growth. Pay attention, folks. Pay attention. There's a lot that we could be paying attention to, and that's what I'm paying attention to. That's crazy. Then you have the numbers just straight up. What can we see? Well, yeah, we see big ups. We see big upward movement. Tether's going back above XRP, but XRP remains obviously well above Solana. However, Solana is not well above BNB. Really isn't, right? Doge holding steady at number 7. Cardano coming along. I'm telling you, Cardano, they've been going back and forth with USDC. But Cardano is really not that far away from Doge. Not that far away from Doge. And you have to think that when RLUSD, Ripple's stablecoin comes online, that means that USDC is going to have to grow. And I'm telling you, I think Doge and Solana are going to be the ones to pay the price when it comes to the top 10. because you have other ones that are coming up that are really making noise, including Avalanche, Shiba Inu, Toncoin, Chainlink, Polkadot, even Stellar, Sui, Hedera. When was the last time you saw Hedera in the top 20 coins? Like, what? Hedera's come a long way, folks. A really long way. That's why I say do your own research, know your entries and exits, and absolutely invest deliberately. That's the GMB3. Do it. Do it. Apply it to any investment situation. The GMB3 is going to help you. Understanding that is going to help you. Anyway, everybody, this is Eddie J on crypto for growmybag.tv. I really hope you enjoyed what I do. If you do, smash the likes, subscribe to the channel, and even better, become a big bagger. Go to growmybag.tv/sign-up or -up. Go there, sign up, become a big bagger, because our big bagger meeting happens this Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is a private video conference with all of the big baggers. And we've got a big fat agenda coming up. Everybody have a good one. Bye-bye.